this is Parveen. Today we are on the second session of class 8 geography chapter 4 mineral resources. In our first session we have seen that what is minerals and what are the features of minerals. Now in today's session we are going to see that there are two types of mineral and what are these different two types of minerals and what are the characteristics of these two types of minerals. So now when we talk about the types of minerals, we have two types of minerals, that is metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Now metallic minerals are those minerals that contain metal in raw form. As we have seen that when these minerals have been extracted, they are in their raw form. Okay, we need to change their shape, we need to change their form when we wanted to use it. So when we extract those minerals from the earth's crust, it is in the raw form, and that raw form minerals, there are certain minerals which contains high metals in their chemical composition or in their physical features. That minerals are called as metallic mineral, which has high containance of metal or which has containance of metals in their raw forms. Now when we talk about the metallic minerals, you can give an example like we have iron ore, bauxite, manganese, gold, silver. These are the kind of minerals which are called as metallic minerals because in their raw form they have metals in it. And after when we reshape them, after when there is a processing of purities or impurities or dirt has been removed with them, some minerals have a metal contains and some minerals does not have a metal contains, but in their raw form they have a content of metals. That is why these minerals are called as metallic minerals. Now when we talk about metallic minerals can be further divided into two types, that is ferrous minerals and non-ferrous minerals. Now ferrous minerals means these are the minerals after converting them or after changing them from their raw form, then also they have high content of iron in it. They have a high content of iron in it. That is why these metals are called as ferrous metal or ferrous metallic minerals because it contains iron. It contains iron ore. It contains iron. That is why it is called as ferrous minerals. And there are certain minerals which does not contain iron. Okay, they have metallic qualities but they does not contain iron. That is why they are called as non-ferrous minerals. Like ferrous minerals, you can take that, talk about iron ore, copper. These are the kinds of minerals which have high content of iron. But in non-ferrous minerals, you can say gold and silver, which does not contain iron ore. Okay, so over here, metallic minerals can be further divided into ferrous minerals and non-ferrous minerals. Now, when we talk about the metallic minerals, there are certain features of metallic minerals. Now, we will see what are those features. First one is ductility. Ductility. Metallic minerals have ductility. Ductility means it can be changed in the form of thin wires. Okay, that means when the raw form has been changed, after changing the raw form or after in the processing of removing the impurities, these particular minerals can be changed into the thin wires. Like you can see, we have that copper wirings are there, where we have wires, thin wires are there when we are doing an electricity in our houses or electric works in our houses or electric equipments which we have. The wires which we have, electronic wires which we have, it has a thin layers. Okay, thin layers of copper. So that is called as ductility of the metallic mineral. Next one is elasticity. Metallic minerals is very elastic and flexible. When we wanted to change the shape of the metallic minerals when they are in the raw form, when we wanted to change their shape after melting them, we can make them, we can bend them, we can make anything out of it. Like it has an elasticity. Okay, elasticity means flexibility. We can bend the metallic minerals as we want. Next one is malleability. Malleability means it can be changed into sheets. Okay, like copper sheets are there, iron sheets are there. They can be melted down and they can be changed into the sheets, which is called as malleability. There are features of malleability also. Next one is sectile. They are having a features of sectile means it can be shaped as knife. It can become a sharp. After melting, we can give them a shape of sharp things like knives and all. Okay, which we are using nowadays. Then gravity. Metallic minerals also have high and specific gravity in them. Then luster and color. When we talk about luster and color, some metallic minerals are very shiny, some metallic minerals are having a less shines. And when we talk about the color, white, yellow and grey color is there. There are three colors of metallic minerals, that is white, yellow and grey. So this is all about the metallic mineral, which we have seen that metallic minerals contain metals in raw form, and it can be divided into ferrous minerals and non-ferrous minerals. Ferrous minerals contains iron ore and non-ferrous minerals does not contain iron. Okay, now moving on further, the second type of mineral is non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic mineral means there are certain minerals which does not contain metals. They don't have a chemical called as metal, they don't have that process, they don't have that physical feature. That means they does not contain metal at all. Okay, like let's take an example: coal, petroleum, mica, gypsum, limestone. These are the minerals which does not contain any kind of metals in it. Okay, and they are in the raw form also. They does not contain any kind of metal. So over here you can say that it can be differentiated. These metals can be differentiated on the basis of color and luster, on the basis of the shine which they have. Like silk materials are of very shine. Gold is having a shining in comparison of silver and gypsum. So over here you can say that these minerals can be differentiated on the basis of color and luster, and some are greasy and waxy also, like coal and petroleum. The physical feature, they are greasy and waxy. Then it does not require yielding and melting like metallic minerals. Metallic minerals, when they are in the raw form, if we wanted to change their raw form, we need to melt them. But when we talk about the non-metallic minerals, there is no need of melting, there is no need of yielding in the non-metallic minerals. So I hope you have understood these two types of minerals, that is metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Next session we are going to see the areas where we can found these different kinds of minerals. Till then, thank you.